It's been 10 years since the very first Battlebox mission video. Lots of memories. And to be honest, it's flown by pretty freaking fast. And I've enjoyed every single freaking minute of it. What's up, Internet? Current 1776 here, and I got mission 120 right here. 10 years of Battlebox right here. It's been a really cool ride, and I appreciate all the support over the years for myself and for Battlebox, of course. And the crazy thing is, many of you don't know, for like the first 21 missions of Battlebox, I was a customer. And they hit me up and said, hey, you want to move to Georgia and do this full time? I said, yeah, buddy. So here I am fixing to show you guys what is in the 120th mission of Battlebox. Let's break into this thing, shall we? Okie dokie. So, we got our mission 120 booklet right here. It's got everything from basic to the Pro Plus, and we're going to go through everything basic to Pro Plus. But before I go any further, in every mission 120 box, you will find a golden ticket. Right there. Every golden ticket is a winner. So this is how we're celebrating our 10-year anniversary at Battlebox. Every single subscription customer is going to get a golden ticket. Kind of like a scratch off ticket. You got this area right here that you need to scratch off, and it will reveal a prize. Every single one is a winner. It could be percentage or money off in the Battlebox store. It could be money off of your next renewal. It could be a 2-pick tent. It could be 12 months of Pro Plus Battlebox subscription, absolutely free. Things like that. So everybody's a winner. Everybody's not going to win the same thing, but everybody's going to win something. I will say this, so listen up, okay? Be gentle with this scratch off right here. Don't go too freaking crazy on it, because you could wear down what it says, okay? This is something that I noticed the other day, and not all of them are sensitive, but it's probably a good idea to go easy with it. The best thing that I've found thus far, using a like an old credit card, your ID, something like that, scratch it off. Oh, $10 off in the store. Yeehaw. The theme this month is fire it up. Fire it up. So this box has all things to do with fire, not necessarily making fire, but fire in general. We're gonna go over it. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's do this. Basic box. First item is from Exotac. It's the Exotac Fire Sleeve Mini. Right here. Exotac. I love Exotac. Georgia company, great people. They make great gear. Period. End of story. So, what is the Made in the USA Fire Sleeve Mini from Exotac? As many of you know, I carry a lighter with me all the time. I do not smoke. Having a way to start fire quickly, easily, it's hard to beat a lighter. Yes, that's coming from a guy that likes bushcraft. It's coming from a guy that you would call a prepper or a survivalist. Everybody gives me crap when I showed primitive ways of starting fires, different ways of starting fires, flint and steel, ferro rods, char cloth, friction, whatever, right? Name your poison. Everybody, why don't you just use a lighter? Of course I use a lighter. Who doesn't? But lighters fail, lighters, break, lighters run out of fuel, yada, yada, yada. It's a good idea to know different ways of making fire. But there's ways to make lighters mo better, right? Mo better. And that's what this fire sleeve is for. Mo better, for instance, like the lighter that I'm currently carrying right now in my pocket. It's a full-size Bic lighter, and I got duct tape on there. Yes, they make 1-inch rolls of duct tape, Gorilla Tape. It's not electrical tape. Did you know that? You can buy 1-inch rolls. I put that stuff on my lighters, added utility. What does this do? So this is a fire sleeve for the mini Bic lighters. So your lighter goes in this, it protects it. Let's go with this red lighter here. So I've got this mini right here. You slide it into the fire sleeve, like so. First thing I'm going to do after getting it in my fire sleeve, that little child safety bull crap right there. Yes, I think it's bull crap. I'm taking that off. Don't need that. Why did I take that off? In cold situations, when you have low dexterity in your fingers, makes it easier to run the lighter. So you got the sleeve itself. Put the cap on. Now your lighter is protected from the weather, the elements, yada, 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 getting wet, all that sort of stuff. Now, what's cool about it is it's got this little lip right here that you can pull up and over the button, if that's what you call it. Pull that up and over the button, and it can hold the button down, and you can run your lighter like that, right there. So you don't have to keep your fingers there, right? So you can place this, whatever, start your fire. When you're done, just pull it off the button, and you're good to go. And these minis are nice because they're small and they're compact, right? Yes, you got less fuel, yada, 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 but fits in the pocket a little better. They do make larger ones, but we went with the mini because the mini's cool. You can tie a lanyard to it so you can easily pull it out of your pocket. It's got an area up top. You can do that as well. When your lighter runs out, just push this thing out, put you a new lighter in, and you're good to go with your Exotac Fire Sleeve Mini. Y'all. Fire's life. Keeps you warm, purifies water, cooks your meals, morale booster, all the things. So we'll put that right here. That's the first item in the basic box. Next up, we got the Dextreme fire plugs. So you should have fire starters everywhere. Here's a way for you to do that. These things are cool. Where they at? Right here. The Dextreme fire plugs. There's a bunch of them in here. How many is in here? 50. So these are made in Canada, and we actually have an employee that works with us, a co-worker of mine, who lives in Canada, and he recommended these. Name's Curtis Nemechek. So you got a little coupon code in there. So there's your little fire plugs. Oh, right there. Isn't that nice? You can take these and you can stash these anywhere. Make multiple fire kits. Keep some in your truck. Keep some in all your different bags. Keep some in the house. Some in your shop. Keep some in your tackle box. You got 50 of them. This little dude right here, you simply just kind of process it down. You can wiggle it around or whatever, fluff it up, get it nice and fluffy, and it'll take a spark, or you can light it with a lighter. It'll maintain fire longer than sitting there holding a freaking lighter. They are somewhat waterproof. They get wet or damp or whatever, you can shake them off, break them down, get down to the nice dry fibers on the inside, and light your fire, and then start adding your materials to get the fire going even more. I'll show y'all some B-roll or whatever, but there we go right there. Started it with my little fire sleeved mini. Do not swallow. Yeah, don't eat these. They're fire plugs, not to be eaten. Although they actually do smell good, which is interesting. That's your second item in the basic box. You must have fire starters. You can keep these, if you got a Wazoo cash belt, you can keep these in your cash belt, or the Wazoo cash cap that we sent in a mission prior. You can keep a couple of these in your cash cap. Always have a way to start fire. These are a great way to do it because you got 50 of them and you can divvy them out into different areas. Come to me, metal top. Need to get my little old metal top that I burn stuff with. Where'd my fire plug go? There it is. This is going to bring me into the third item. You ready? So, third item, member recommended, Charlie Arnold. This is the Uberleben Zuden Ferro Rod. And this is a limited edition, exclusive colorway for Battlbox. I love Uberleben, man. They make such awesome freaking gear. And it's a great price, too. Custom colorway, Battlbox, and Uberleben logo here on the striker. This thing's freaking great. So first thing you want to do, obviously, with a ferro rod is kind of work out the coating. Get down to the ferrous material. So now we've got our fire plug here. Be sure it's fluffed up real good. There we go. And we've got fire. And then, you see the fire? You see it? So this is a great way to get a fire going. Waterproof, stash them anywhere. This works hot, cold, wet, dry, doesn't matter. That's why us in the prepper, survival, bushcraft, yada yada community love ferro rods, because they freaking work. As long as you got some material that'll catch a spark, it's going to work. Can't always say that about a lighter. Just saying. That is your third and final item in the basic box. So we got the Exotac Fire Sleeve Mini, which is freaking awesome. We got 50 Dextreme fire plugs right here, which is freaking awesome. We got the Uberleben Zuden Ferro Rod, Battlbox exclusive, freaking awesome. And we got a nice flame going right here to start a fire with. Even more freaking awesome. Yeehaw. That's your basic box so far in the Fire It Up theme, Mission 120. These things work freaking great, dude. There's many fire plugs on the market, and they all do the same thing, but some perform a little better than others. This one is in the top performers. Like the Dextreme ones really do last a long time. I've tested many different fire plugs, and they all work. Some work a little better than others. This is one of those that works better than others. Just let that burn out. Advanced box. This is member recommended by 2 members. So the Advanced box kind of is the same company. They're different products, but they kind of all go together, right? Anthony G from Lake St. Louis, Missouri, and Jeff C from Midlothian, Virginia recommended these items. When it comes to fire, fire's a good thing, right? Like I said earlier, keeps us warm, purifies our water, cooks our food, morale booster, yada, yada, yada. A laundry list of the reasons why fire is a very, very high item on the list, right? But also fire can be bad. You're in your house and you get a grease fire, and your kitchen's suddenly on fire because you're freaking out because you don't know how to handle a grease fire. Vehicle fires, things like that, right? Fire can be bad as well if left unattended or accidents happen and things like that. So you got to have measures for that. So first up in the Advanced box is the Prepared Hero Emergency Fire Blanket right here. And I'm sure you guys have seen some ads and some commercials on TV and stuff about this, and it's definitely something a lot of people don't make. The amount of people that don't even have a fire extinguisher in their kitchen blows my mind. Like seriously, next time you go to a friend's house or whatever, be like, hey, where's your fire extinguisher at? Just ask them. Unfortunately, odds are they probably don't have one. And we've all seen the videos online, people that are confronted with a fire situation, say in the kitchen or whatever, and they're freaking out and they're running around, they're fanning it, just feeding it more oxygen to get even worse, or throwing water on a grease fire, which is the last thing you want to do. They freak out, they don't know what to do. Next thing they know, their freaking house is up in smoke. You should have this in your kitchen. You should have it nearby where you run your grill and stuff like that, if it's on your porch or whatever, or in a little shed by the house or whatever. Anywhere where there's potential of fire, you need to have these things. Even having it in your bedroom, like under your bed or something, in the event that your house catches on fire in the middle of the night while you're asleep, this can actually help protect you in ways to get out. So this is the fire blanket. You don't even have to do the Velcro. You keep these black straps right here. You just grab these black straps and you pull it, and you pull the blanket out. A rather large one. You can drape this over your shoulders, over your head, or whatever, in the attempt to escape a fire in your home. But when you have a grease fire or a fire in your kitchen, that hasn't gotten completely out of control, you can just throw this over the fire and it will snuff the fire out. These things are very effective. I've got some, I'm not 100% sure where it's at. I wish I would have thought of it earlier and I would have grabbed it because it's old. I've got one similar to this, a little bigger than this, that I actually used when I was a chiller mechanic, and we used it for when we were welding pipes and when we were doing things, with potential of fire or embers or sparks and things like that. We would use these to cover up things. We would use these to help protect ourselves, other equipment in the area that we didn't want to get burned or anything like that. We would use very similar fire blankets for that. So it's pretty much the same premise. Grease fires are dangerous. Like, you don't want to be grabbing the pot, running around your house trying to get outside with it, because you could spill it on yourself, very badly burn yourself, or spread the fire around in your home. Just simply open your cabinet, yank this out, drape it over the pot, the pan, whatever it is that's on fire, snuff it out. Easy peasy. And they're relatively reusable. Like, clean it up, wipe it down, put it back in your put it back in your pouch right there. Very nice thing to have. Vehicles, engine bay, got a flame going on, you can throw this over it. It'll help snuff it out. You don't need to be trying to figure out what you're going to do about a fire when the fire is happening. You need to have a plan, and that's something that people don't have. So it's woven fiberglass. It all fits back into here. You know, if somebody is on fire, you can throw this over them. You know, I mean, it's a way to snuff out the fire, like, and it works. So that's your first item in the advanced box from Prepared Hero. What we also have from Prepared Hero is a dual spray protection kit. So I'm gonna have to read this to be sure that I don't get them mixed up. But we've got two items here, these two extinguishers. We got a Vapor Clean, which is this blue one, and then we got a Dry Stop, which is this red one right here. So these are for small fires. You don't wanna be fighting a freaking engulfed house with these, right? But for small fires, the Vapor Clean, I'm gonna read this just to be sure I get it right for you. It's effective on Class A, which is ordinary combustibles like wood and paper and things like that. It's a Class B for flammable liquids and a Class C for electric fires. It's non-toxic, it's biodegradable, safe to use around children and pets and everything else. Okay, there's a fire. Like, I think the fire's way worse for children and pets than this would be. But anyway, so this is a ABC extinguisher right here that you can use to put out a small fire. Grease fires, electrical, flammable liquids, the whole nine. So it's an AB water-based extinguishing agent, yada, yada, yada. So vehicles, boats, your grill, in your kitchen, overland vehicle, camping, blah, blah, blah. A great fire extinguisher right here. Now the Dry Stop, which is this one, it adds protection against Class D flammable metals and Class K cooking oils and fats, fires for broader fire suppression capability. So this combo here, fire blanket and these two different fire extinguishers right here, you should be covered for literally any kind of small fire situation, beginning of a fire situation in your home, at your campsite, at your hunting camp, in your vehicle, whatever, right? For people, also covering up people to, you know, electrical fires. And you need to have the right fire extinguisher for certain types of fires. Some extinguishers are not rated for electrical fires. Some are not rated for like grease and liquid fats, things like that. This combo right here has you completely covered to protect you in case of a fire. I love how they have on the thing like use in case of fire. Yeah. Pretty simple, self-explanatory. You got a tab right here. Yank that tab off, it exposes the trigger there. You can spray it. Spray at the base of the fire, not directly like spraying down on it, spray towards the base. So that is your advanced box. All right, so Pro Box time. Continuing on with the fire theme, yeah? We got the Kelly Kettle Trekker Camp Kettle and Hobo Stove combo right here. This thing's cool, man. Oh, Kelly Kettle Trekker. So these things have been around for well over 100 years, actually, believe it or not. Really cool, kind of in many ways, a classic. We don't need that. Who keeps texting me? Trying to work over here, bro. Trying to work over here. So you're looking for a freaking awesome, quick, and cool solution to boiling water, preparing your food, and things like that. This dude right here can do it. It can do it. It can do it all night long. We don't need that no more. All right, do I have all the parts out? I do have all the parts out. So you get a little carrying case or bag right there for it. There's tons of accessories you can buy for this thing. You can rig this thing out to do a lot of stuff. Look at all the accessories right there you can buy for this thing. But we got the one that at least came with the Hobo Stove accessory. So they got plate sets, they got freaking cook sets, all kinds of stuff. Really cool illustration and directions of how to use it right here. The Kelly Kettle itself, which would be this, right? You've got a base and you got the kettle itself. It's hollow in there, right? Which is cool. So this is like a chimney / rocket stove kind of deal. So this is a double layered thing. So the water goes inside and it's between the inner and outer parts here. So your water is around it. Your fire is burning up through here heat escaping, smoke escaping, yada, yada, yada out the top. And it really rapidly gets your water to a boil. You build your fire here in the base. You got air holes here. The kettle goes on top, and you can feed twigs, sticks, yada, 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 down into the chimney here, and the water will boil. You've got your handle here and this stopper. This stopper does have a little vent to it, so you don't have to worry about the thing freaking blowing up. But you stop it up, it's gonna create the boil faster. Remove your stopper. You can pick up the kettle with your hand and use the chain to pour the water out into a vessel or whatever it is that you're putting your water in. Freaking cool and rapid, okay? This thing really rapidly gets that water to a boil. So the hobo stove is really cool because now you can take the base and use this top right here to go on top, and now you've got a rather basic, you know, twig stove, if you will, so that you can cook directly on it. You can set a pan on here, you can set a vessel on here that's got water in it to boil water inside the vessel, the whole 9 yards, right? So now you've got a way to turn this into a multifunctional thing, not just for boiling liquids, but also for cooking food, boiling in other ways, or just having a small little fire right there just to help keep you warm or whatever. If you're trying to be incognito and you don't want some big freaking campfire going on, you just need a little something. Now you got yourself your hobo stove right there. Flip it upside down. It can go inside of it. Put your Kelly kettle on, put it in your bag, and you're good to go. How freaking cool is that? We did a Kelly kettle years ago, and it was a hit. It did not have the hobo stove with it, but it was the basic Kelly kettle, and I love it. I've used it multiple times. Definitely a great like base camp item to quickly boil water, especially when it's like super cold out. Yeehaw, Kelly kettle for the win. Yeah, buddy, now but it's Pro Plus time. The Pro Plus box. The meat and potatoes, as I like to say. The Knife of the Month Club. It has taken on many forms over the last 10 years. But this month, we've got a freaking awesome fixed blade from Civivi. Yes, I said it. Civivi. I love Civivi. Civivi and they're freaking awesome. And they're awesome people. Hung out with them at SHOT Show. Actually went to Top Golf with them and played Top Golf with the folks from Civivi. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. They thought it was pretty funny seeing a redneck in cowboy boots that does not golf get up there and absolutely murder a golf ball. I can hit the golf ball. I can't put it where I want it, but I can smack the crap out of it. Anyway, the Civivi Cloud Peak fixed blade, right here in this white box. That's got a picture of the knife on there. Isn't that nice? Hold my mouth right. There we go. Oh. You always get stickers, stuff like that from Civivi, which is really cool, I think. I like stickers. And your knife sticker and your Civivi sticker. Typically always give you a nice little towel here to keep your knife clean. Nice leather sheath. Do not eat this. Says it on the package. Don't eat it. It's not good for you. Shipping goo off of it. Ba-bam! Look at that. That is a nice knife. Feels so good. The balance is great. The weight is perfect. The grind is perfect. It's a nice freaking knife. And it's got a leather sheath with it. Check that leather sheath out. All right, so let me give you some specs right here. So the Civivi Cloud Peak is perfect for bushcrafting tasks like carving feather sticks, batoning small logs, crafting notches for traps, tools, etc. It's got really nice ergonomic G10 handles here. I really love the color of it here. It is green. D2 steel blade holds the edge through tough jobs and it's easy to sharpen. It is full tang all the way down to the bottom right here, the hip right there where the lanyard is. We got a brown leather sheath. Got a lanyard on that. Overall length is 9.51 inches. The blade length is 4.6 and the cutting edge length is 4.17 inches. It's borderline fancy. I don't know if I want to go out there and beat the crap out of it in the woods. Yes, go out there and beat the crap out of it in the woods. That's what it's for. Don't just let this thing sit in your drawer. There we are with the sheath right there. It's got Civivi right there on the leather. Really nice stitching. It's got ample material here in the middle, so you don't have to worry about the blade cutting the stitching or poking through. I dig it. And y'all know, I love fixed blades. Can never have enough fixed blades. Give me some paper. Quit playing around, Brandon. Get back to work. The smell of leather. It smells like a brand new, nice, fresh pair of freaking nice, expensive boots right there. Yes, I sniff boots. Just new ones. I go into the store and just sniff their boots. I can't afford the nice ones. I saw a pair of boots the other day in a store. I was like, ooh, I gotta have them. Until I saw the price tag on it. $800 pair of freaking boots. Yowza. So that's mission 120 of Battlebox, the 10-year anniversary of Battlebox with the golden tickets. Don't forget about the golden ticket that came in your box. Everybody's a winner. Be gentle when you scratch it off. Use something plastic like the corner of your ID or something like that is what I found works best. So, quick recap. Exotac, the fire sleeve mini right here. The fire sleeves are great from Exotac. They protect your lighter. They keep it, you know, kind of impervious to water, things like that. But also has the functionality so that you can put this little piece right over the button right there and it'll keep it lit for you. So you can just hold it out, do what you got to do with it. You don't have to worry about holding the button down. Really cool in cold situations when dexterity is low. I promise you that. And then from Uberleben, we got the exclusive, Battlebox exclusive Uberleben ferro rod right here. The Zuden is freaking awesome. Great coloring. It's got both our logos on there and it works freaking great. Everybody should have a freaking ferro rod and everybody should know how to use them and everybody should utilize them, right? To go along with your lighter, of course, right? Lighters are easy. There's something about a ferro rod, and especially a good one. That's a good one right there. Then we got the Dextreme fire plugs, fire starters right here. There's 50 of them dudes in there. They burn for 5+ minutes. Very easy to use, waterproof. You just break them down, get to the fibers on the inside, give it a spark or introduce a flame to it, and it freaking works great. They actually smell good, which is strange. I've never tested any that actually smelled like that. Don't eat them. Stash them in your cash belt, stash them in your Wazoo cash cap, keep them in your vehicles, your different kits. You should always have means of getting fire started. When the fire gets out of control, what do? You turn to Prepared Hero. We got the XL fire blanket right here so that you can snuff out fires, or snuff out your buddy if he's on fire, whatever. Protect yourself if you're trying to get out of a burning situation. Keep one in your kitchen. Keep one under the bed in each of your bedrooms. Train with it. Test it out. It's freaking something you need to have, okay? Don't freak out when you got a small fire. Take care of it with the Prepared Hero fire blanket or the Vapor Clean and the Dry Stop. These two fire extinguishers can handle a multitude of fires. You should have one in your kitchen, obviously, by your grill, things like that. Vehicle, your boat, hunting camp, whatever, right? The fire gets out of control, you can get it under control with these Prepared Hero items right here. And then the trusty Kelly kettle with hobo stove. Kelly kettles are freaking awesome. Super fast boiling water because of their design, burns super hot, and is very intuitive to use. You got the hobo stove here, so you can remove the kettle, put the hobo stove on the base of the kettle, and use it as a typical little camp stove. You can put a pot and pans on there. You can put other vessels on there to boil water or heat up foods. Can of beanie weenies, you know, the whole nine, right? So really cool addition to the Kelly kettle in this kit. And you got the little carrying case here where you can keep it all together and use it when you need it. And then we got the Civivi Cloud Peak fixed blade right here with leather sheath. Freaking love this knife. This is a very robust, very nice. It's an elegant knife, but built for work. So don't feel bad about going out in the woods and, you know, using it, scarring it up or whatever. I mean, that's what you should do with it. That's what I encourage you to do with it. Don't just keep your knives in a drawer. Go out and use the dad-burn things. Very well balanced, very sharp, great grind. I can't say enough good things about it. I mean, you got a lanyard here. You can take that off, put your own lanyard on there if you got a different idea of a lanyard. But beautiful knife from a great company that builds quality freaking knives. Civivi, yeehaw. So I hope you enjoyed this 120th video of mine. It's crazy to think about. For 120 months, every single month, I have unboxed battle boxes. It's been freaking awesome. And we got a lot more months coming in the future. So As always, I appreciate you guys watching. If you want to find out more about Battlbox, you can go to Battlbox at BATTLBOX.com. Go to the What's in the Box page. You can look at every single mission video from mission 120 all the way down to mission 1 when my beard wasn't so gray. Matter of fact, I don't think I had a whole, maybe I had a little bit of gray, but I'm 10 years older now, technically. so yeah, been a fun ride. Tons of information on the website. You can follow us on all the social media platforms. Got a lot of really cool stuff going on there. If you are a subscriber and you are not a member of our members only Facebook page and you're on Facebook, I encourage you to check that out. Lots of really cool people in there. We've got thousands of subscribers to Battlbox in there. They buy, sell, trade. They get together and do things. It's a great community. I encourage you to be a part of that if you are not already. If you are, thank you very much. That's also where we get a lot of our suggestions from our members on here. You know, when I say we got a member recommended item, that's typically where that comes from. It's from our members only page. So if you want in on that, join up. Yeehaw. What else? I think that's it. So we got to get ready for mission 121 because it's coming right around the corner. Yeehaw. I love you. I mean it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next month with mission 121 of Battlbox. Yeehaw. Weird departure.